Sometimes you go in to fix something and then you find something else that needs attention. I took the battery box out of the Blazer because I was actually changing the four-wheel drive actuator that's down underneath there. And look at this battery box. I mean, gone. And this is what we're finding. If you've seen where I made a bumper for the Blazer recently, the old bumper had just rotted away. I don't want to use any more new materials for this than what I can help. I just want something that's going to hold the battery. And what I grabbed is some cutoffs. These are pieces that I bent in my brake. And when I bent them, they were longer than they needed to be. And, I cut them off for whatever size I needed for the job. And what I ended up with was just several angles, and it gave me some clips that I could drill some holes in and position those pieces of 14 gauge metal in the spot where I can tie in a sheet and pretty much just make something to hold a battery. And this is one pretty large piece of new metal that I am going to have to cut to put in the middle of the thing. Using the Arc Captain plasma cutter, I'll cut a new sheet for this, and I did have to turn one end of this piece up on the brake just a little bit. This sheet, when I cut it, it had a little hornicle sticking off there. I wanted to get that out of the way. I hate leaving those on a sheet. Good way to get hurt. But this piece is pretty much going to be the bottom. And if you look, not in this corner, but in the opposite corner, there's one place where I had to put it in a brake near the fender there. And you see where I just turned it up slightly to get it down in there where it belonged. But I pretty much got four parts here. Three little angles that I drilled holes in in spots where it got bolted, and then the one plate in the middle. And then I'm taking the Arc Captain MiG 205 Pro with some 30 thousandths solid MIG wire and mixed gas, and I'm just welding the whole thing together. And that's going to make me a battery box out of as much scrap as possible. The one sheet in the middle I did have to cut out of a decent piece, but I was trying to be a little conservative, and I put some paint on it. One thing you can do if you got a heat gun, if you're in a hurry, the heat guns will dry that spray paint extra quick. So I hit it with that and got it dry enough that I could get it installed, and then actually sprayed a little more paint on it, and was able to bolt everything up and get it back assembled. And this is going to work on the old Blazer for a battery box for a while. Probably outlast everything else because, the rust issues on this vehicle just keep popping up. But overall, I want to thank y'all for watching, and remember to learn how to work with what you got. That way you always have everything you need.